Hello, this is the Chapter 1, Part 1, Carleton Review. If you're a Dudley kid, if you're a Carleton kid, this is the Unit 1 exponent. Matthews and Dudley, you guys are the same. Alright, let's get going here. First of all, we need to write the power as a product of the same factor. This is target 1.2a. So let's see, this is product of the same factor. We're just going to break this down. 7 times 7 times 7 times 7. The base is 7. The exponent tells you how many of them you're going to multiply together to get your answer. You notice I didn't solve it. I just wrote it out. 8 to the 3, my base is 8. Exponent tells me I'm going to multiply 3/8 together. All right, write this in exponential form. Looks like we got a total of 7 9s there, 2 groups of 3 and a group of 1, so this would be 9 to the 7th power. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9 to the 7th. This one here, it's going to be 11 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10th power. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11 to the 10th power. All right, I can evaluate. I can evaluate, and here you can use your calculator. So this is 9 to the 3rd, so in your calculator, just put 9 times 9 times 9. 9 times 9 is 81. I believe that's 729. Let me just check on my calculator. 9 times 9 times 9 is 729. Okay, 7 to the 6th power, so that's going to be 7, and we're going to be 6 of them. Okay, so 7 times 7 times 7 is 343. So these three, this would be 343. This would be 343. If I take that times each other, so 343 times 343, 117,649. You notice I didn't try to put all these 7s in at one time in the calculator. I just can't. I get confused and I make mistakes. So, not wanting to make a dumb mistake, I did 3 7s by 3 7s. All right. Identify the commutative, associative, distributive, and identity property. Which property of multiplication is shown? So this one's a little bit quirky. I'm just going to write it out like this. I bet you if you saw that, you might realize that you can just distribute this. Another way I would write this, probably just to make my life a little bit simpler, is I'd put the 8 out front. Sorry about that. And then you can see the 8 times 5. You can see the 8 times 7. And you're adding them. Mrs. Carleton just has it written a little bit differently, but it's this distributive property. And distributive property is just this huge property that allows you to do that. It's a very important property. Which equation shows the commutative property of multiplication? So commute means to move. So we're looking for numbers that just got moved around. 7 times 3. It isn't that. That's not even the same. No, it's multiplication here and addition. That's not going to work. 6 times 4 minus 2 times 4. That doesn't make sense. Here we go. That's the commutative property. You're just moving numbers around. 9 times 5 is 5 times 9. All right. Which property is shown in the following? 9 times 2 plus 5 equals 9 times 2 plus 9 times 5. Again, this here is that distributive property where you're passing that 9 out. All right, there will be some questions that we just skipped. 10 is 1. That's because we're shortening it up. We're going to take this test in 2 different groupings this time. So this is part 1 of the test. Doesn't have all the questions. We just skip some on this review. Number 11, we won't skip. This is another property question. Which does not show the commutative property? Which does not show the commutative property? So remember, the commutative property is the moving property where you can move things around. 1 plus 2 equals 2 plus 1. This does. This is good. X plus y is y plus x. That one's fine. Y times x equals x times y. Yes, because we can also say 1 times 2 equals 2 times 1. This property, it works for multiplication and addition. So this one's okay. It's got to be this guy here. This one here. This does not show the commutative property. All right, let's skip in 12. Which property would you use to simplify the following expression? 3 times y plus 5. Well, again, I would just distribute this. 3y, or 3 times y plus 3 times 5. And I usually put in parentheses. You certainly don't need to. Order of operations will kick in there. So that would be the distributive property I would use. Which property of addition is used in the following? 3 plus 8 plus 7 is 3 plus 8 plus 7. 3, 8, 7, 3, 8, 7. So the numbers are in the same order. All they've moved is the brackets. When you're just moving the brackets, that's the associative property of addition. And let's see, a times b times c, a times b times c. Okay, all they're doing is moving the brackets here. So this is the associative property of multiplication here. Same thing. All right, we have some order of operation problems, and I am just going to switch to my other sheet to take you through those. I work these out ahead to make it a little bit more efficient. All right, so for this first one, I just took this problem. 6 squared plus 6 squared divided by 9 times 12 divided by 1. Order of operations, here's my PEMDAS. We have to do the parentheses first. So the parentheses, sorry, I got my wrist guards on here, so I'm all over the place. Come on, duds. I did the exponent, 6 squared, so that's 36 plus 6 squared divided by 9 times 12 divided by 1. Then I did the other exponent, so now I have 36 plus 36 divided by 9 times 12 divided by 1. I'm all done with exponents, so I go to multiplication and division. I actually have division first, so I take that 36 divided by 9, and that becomes 4. So now I have 36 plus 4 times 12 divided by 1. Okay, I've got multiplication. I know it's tempting to add 36 plus 4, but we have multiplication and division here, so we'll do this multiplication. So 4 times 12 is 48. So I have 36 plus 48 divided by 1. 48 divided by 1 is just 48. 36 plus 48 is 84. Very nice. All right, let's take a look at this one over here. Second problem, 2 times 9 plus 1 cubed plus 32 divided by 4 divided by 2. So I did my 2 times 9, 1. I did all this, and remember, these parentheses here mean multiplication. So we really don't have any parentheses, but we do have an exponent. 1 cubed is just 1 times 1 times 1, which is 1. So I have 2 times 9 plus 1 plus 32 divided by 4 divided by 2. So the next thing I have to do is that multiplication, so I did. 2 times 9 is 18 plus 1 plus 32 divided by 4 divided by 2. And then we've got, we have to take care of this division here. So this is 18 plus 1, and 32 divided by 4 is 8, so I still have 8 divided by 2. Now I could write this like this too if you wanted to, 18 plus 1 plus 8 divided by 2. But they're just using the fraction bar to see if they can trick you. So 8 divided by 2 is 4, so then I have 18 plus 1 plus 4. Finally, I can do some addition. 18 plus 1 is 19, plus 4 is 23. All right, so now we have 20. I'm going to put this right over the top. 20 divided by, in brackets, 4 minus, in parentheses, 10 minus 8 bracket. So we have to go inside the brackets first, go all the way in, and do the 10 minus 8, which is 2. Okay, so now the next step, when I recopy that all down, I have 4 minus 2. Now I can do the brackets. 4 minus 2 is 2. So then I have 20 divided by 2, which is 10. So what looks like a difficult problem really isn't. Just remember, what you do is you always go into the inside brackets and you work from the inside out. All right, here's the last problem. we have down here 6 plus 25 minus 7 divided by 6 plus 2 times 1. Well, we have some parentheses, so we go in, and the first thing we do inside those parentheses is add, because it's just adding and subtracting. So 6 plus 25 is 31. We're still inside the parentheses. We take 31 minus 7 is 24. Then we have division and addition and multiplication. So I have to do this division first. So 24 divided by 6 is 4, plus 2 times 1. 2 times 1 is 2. 4 plus 2 is 6. And that's all we have. All right, so good luck on the test. Hope you do well.